would love to. Let's talk about
if you're watching
what
on
Donald
YouTube,
Trump
make sure you subscribe
Donald
and do
Trump
all that other
left
shit
us
that help the
worst
channel out and all that, man.
unemployment
Comment
since
and
the
let me know how
Great
you
Depression.
feel. Hold on.
Donald Trump left us the worst.
Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in.
Like I said, we covered that.
These are the people that she and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality, and we have
Trump
to get them out.
faces
We have
so
to get them
dead
out fast.
serious saying
I
this.
created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country. I'll do it again and even better.
We are going to
Remember,
get
they
to
talking to
immigration
us.
and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice President Harris respond on the economy here.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War.
She said Donald Trump left us, if I'm not mistaken, like the worst unemployment system. I feel like COVID was responsible for that. I feel like a lot of people got checks and decided not to go back to jobs. I feel like a lot of small businesses crumbled during COVID. I feel like some wild shit happened that created that. And I think whatever president was in office when that happened, because we talking about an unprecedented time. Ain't too many people, I don't know how many, ain't nobody in America alive running around that. What was the last one they said? The Spanish flu? Ain't nobody alive from Spanish flu time, right? Like, it was something, we didn't know what was going on. Nobody. Me, myself, I was in a panic. If you ask most people that think logically, I think that some people thought, damn it, will I survive through this? Especially in the beginning of it, when everybody ain't know much. But to blame that on, that's kind of wild. When she said the public health, I don't think he started COVID. I don't think Donald Trump, hey, you don't release stuff. I don't think that was him. So to blame that on, once again, an unprecedented situation. Nobody, like, that is harsh. But I would think any of us that think in a particular way will understand. And Trump will probably do something like that to her. Say some shit to her in that way. This is what like, whether or not, and we can all know that that's kind of not true, but it's like, this is our politics. Everybody's slinging a little mud. Everybody lying. Everybody is up to no good. Why get so caught up on picking a side? Why hate Kamala or Trump? Are you kidding me?
And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess.
The last part she said,
and what I am.
The last part she said was like an attack on the democracy. Now that part, I can kind of agree with, at least, right? Because do I believe election fraud is a real thing, like it happens? Yes. Whenever there's something to win, we always find somebody cheating if you look hard enough. Whether that's fucking cycling on the Tour de France, whether that's fucking on some kind of basketball with a ref cheating, whether it's steroid, whatever the case may be, a lot of times people are trying to find an edge. And when people want something bad enough, man, the things they will do to get it might be outrageous. If we all can't agree to that, all of us ain't thinking logical. So yeah, some people was out on the extremes. I understand that, but man, now Trump inciting people. Some may even say him questioning, running out there saying, yo, they stole the election from me. Because at the end of the day, people have to believe that it's fair to really even buy into the system, maybe, right? Are there better ways where that whole thing could have happened? Hell yeah, probably so. But that is not how our politics work. There's been plenty of times people who call themselves being on the left or Democrats, however y'all want to say it, will attempt to incite the people over something too. Like a George Floyd. And the people on the right, the Republicans, whatever they would call themselves, do the same shit. What they be saying, the pot calling the kettle black? So when you align yourself on either side heavily, bro, you're a walking contradiction as well.
Intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell you all in this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan.
Shout out to Kamala for that. That was the whole truth. But both, I'm pretty sure, is going to do it. Because she really blamed him for COVID. Yo, bro, that's crazy.
Plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again. I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together, knowing we have so much more in common than what separates us. And I pledge to you to be a president for all Americans.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it.
And people will be like, yo, he lying, right? People like, yo, these people give them money. Lots of people, like, give them money. Big companies, like I said, they don't always. The goal is for me to tell you what you want to hear, get the money, then get in that motherfucker and see what I can do. What could get me a little bit more money. What might make me look good. I don't know a whole bunch about the Project 20, but what I do know is when I start to hear heavily about shit around election time, when people start to be like, oh, this group gave, the NRA gave money over here. This tech company gave money over here. This billionaire received money from this billionaire to give to this billionaire because it's about the. When I see that start happening, I'm like, oh, it's election time. It's like holiday season to me. It's beginning to look a lot like good. And I've already said it. I believe, right? And then you're like, well, you biased. I guess I am. I believe that once they are put in our face for us to choose or to choose along with the electoral college, however this shit works, right? The fix is in. It's like you like, hey man, these guys crooked. They be like, oh, they crooked. You found out? All right, we gonna get them out of here. Who you gonna bring in? They just bring in the crooked niggas right under the crooked niggas, and then they be like, and then you be like, damn, everybody crooked. Then you just get used to it. Then you just like, yeah, give us somebody else on some bullshit. Cause we all human. We know how humans could be. And what is the president? What is the ruler if not human? This is just the highest level of the shit slinging.
This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas, I guess some good, some bad, but it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before. We had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic, and the pandemic was not since 1917, where 100 million people died, has there been anything like it. We did a phenomenal job with the pandemic.
That might be, somebody might be here for this one. That's over 100. Who knows?
Country where the economy and where the stock market was higher than it was before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We made ventilators for the entire world. We got gowns. We got masks. We did things that nobody thought.
Say, for instance, that anything that he said was true right there, right? Talking about the stock market, how people, all that before COVID, right? Why would she be looking at him and shaking her head? You ever be saying some shit that you might feel, it maybe is the truth, right? And somebody be looking at you shake. So it's like, but I don't knock her for it because I would have did it up there too. Because it's about acting. I need to look appalled. You see how she looking at him like?
Possible. And people give me credit for rebuilding the military. They give me credit for a lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job we did with the pandemic. But the only jobs they got were bounce back jobs. These were jobs bounce back, and it bounced back and it went to their benefit. But I was the one that created them. They know it, and so does everybody else.
Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond.
So Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people.
I would have been like, but I ain't up there. What you mean bounce back? How was that bounce back? Because we created it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Donald Trump might hit a point, she going to have to try to hit a point. Like I said, it's going to be some dancing.
I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse. Mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan.
Wait. See, I want to stop at the Goldman Sachs. What did the Wharton School say, though?
Plan would actually explode the deficit.
Okay. Ain't Goldman Sachs been... Wait, ain't people saying that the people don't trust the big... Ain't Goldman Sachs and all them big companies had to be bailed out? Ain't a lot of... Wait, hold on. And then Donald Trump allegedly or maybe went to that school? A lot of colleges really lean left, I'm gonna be honest with you. But that's what they said. Let's do it like this, because we could be open and honest to the people, right? Imagine if presidents was like, when they said something, they had to get like the whiteboard out with the chalk or some chalkboard or like the shit what they could do with the marker, right? Like, yo, give us like what they call it, pinpoint. Give us one of them presentations where it's like, see, this is what's really happening. So you add this on here, but then break it down. Don't just tell us with nobody from Goldman Sachs, because y'all been saying we can't trust them. They fucking up. Then he go to that. It's like. And most of the people I know, I've been pulled throughout everything. It's been the same kind of thing for me, except for when I was in the streets selling drugs. It's been the same shit. For people that's probably going to see this, a lot of people, life hard, ain't it?
16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know.
But I just pulled up the joint where the Kroger's, one of their CEOs or something, boosted, they price gouged beyond inflation. So this is why Joe Biden was still president, right? This happened now. It's people already doing it. Just now, did we forget about the eggs going crazy? Did we forget that motherfuckers just went through that? Or what? I mean, Joe, like, that's why I don't take either side. I feel like everybody lying. Look at just me. Y'all like, oh, some of y'all might think I do know politics more than y'all, right? You be like, yeah, this guy motherfucker kind of sharp. But I'm aware of this. I can pick this up. I was in special ed and in prison for over a decade straight. I'm felonied up. I'm gonna have to look at that at some point. But if I'm... if I'm aware of this, why not everyone else?
That Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
Like most humans.
They gave her that to say.
True high level shit.
I went to the
care
Wharton
about
School of
everybody,
Finance, and many of
most
those
people ain't
professors,
that.
the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great.
See?
Here would invite a recession.
Bro.
You just have to look at where
It's too
we are
confusing.
and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you
He
to
might
know
be lying about that,
Donald
but
Trump
he just
actually
said it
has
and just
no plan for you because he is more interested in
slid
defending
through.
himself than he is in looking out for you.
It's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton.
He said that's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Trump, I don't think Trump need to say that, but that's just who he is. People will look at that as like antagonistic or like, what's another good word for that? Crass? What's that word they say like that? Whatever. Like, bro, why did you say that? And I'm thinking like that too, but y'all know that thing everybody be saying, when somebody show you who they is, believe them? Bro, when the last time we ain't had this for the presidents? So I'm not just saying that about Trump. But look, how much I know about Obama? I'm just, you know what? I don't know much about Obama. I mean, we're not here. We're not talking about Obama.
Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan
He said,
is a
I went
brilliant
there.
plan. It's a great.
He said, yeah, I went there. And many of those top professors think my plan is. So she said, no, they don't. He said, yes, they do. Now, the reason he said that's just a soundbite is because, like, say he spoke to some of them and they agree with him. Then he's like, okay, that's just a soundbite because that's not even true. She ain't really speak to them. She just heard that somewhere. But as opposed to him saying it like that, like, that's not true. I think she just heard that somewhere because they said that in this article or this publication, or that's something that these people have been saying. But I went to that school and I know some of those professors personally. And when I explained to them my plan, they said that's a pretty good idea, Donald. Always knew you'd be a bright kid. Now, I don't think Donald Trump did that. I don't think they said that to him. But what I'm saying is that why couldn't it have been like that for the people so that the people really understand, the people that they're talking to?
Plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of good, solid money for our country. Just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Mr. President, I do.
Yo. Run, spot, run is wild. Trump has lost his mind. But y'all know that was funny. And how many of y'all missed the funny in politics? And does she have a plan? Did she break it down for you? Does he have a plan? Would you vote for me? Boo for president, though? Nah.